When a man spends 20 years by your side, you begin to believe that nothing could ever take that away. You think that love this old is unbreakable, that the bond you've built through storms and seasons will hold forever. But one day, something changes. Not in an instant, not with a fight, but in the quiet spaces between words. You start hearing sentences that sound different. The tone shifts, the warmth fades, and you realize his heart is no longer where it used to be. He doesn't shout, he doesn't blame. He just begins to say things that you never thought you'd hear. And even though they sound simple, each word feels like a small goodbye. Sometimes he looks at you and whispers, "I don't know what we are anymore." It's not anger, it's confusion. It's the voice of a man who once felt like home with you and now feels lost in a place that used to be his world. He'll ask, "Was it different before?" And in that question lies all his nostalgia, the memories of laughter, shared dreams, and those nights when love didn't have to be spoken because it was felt. Now he's searching for those moments and realizing they're gone. Then the silence grows heavier. "I don't feel like talking anymore," he says. Not because he wants to hurt you, but because words don't bridge the gap anymore. He's tired of being misunderstood, tired of repeating the same arguments that go nowhere. And you stand there, wondering when the two of you stopped listening to each other. The day he says, "I don't care anymore," is the day something inside you breaks, because you remember how much he used to care, about everything, about what you felt, about your laughter, about your tears. But now, his voice is flat, distant, not because he hates you, but because he's run out of ways to fight for something that doesn't move him anymore. He'll tell you, "I'm tired of the same old thing," and you'll look around at your life together, the home you built, the habits you formed, the patterns that once felt safe, and realize that what feels comforting to you now feels like a cage to him. When he says, "Nothing surprises me anymore," it isn't pride in stability, it's resignation. He stopped expecting the spark, the excitement, the little gestures that once made his heart race. Everything now feels predictable, lifeless. And when he says, "I don't want to fight anymore," it's not peace he's asking for, it's release. He no longer wants to prove a point, because somewhere deep inside, he's already surrendered. Then comes the line that stays echoing in your heart. "I don't know when we lost our way." That's when you realize he's been feeling this for a long time. It didn't happen overnight. The love didn't vanish. It simply faded, slowly, quietly, until one day, he looked around and couldn't find it anymore. He'll tell you, "I don't feel part of this anymore." And it hits you that the man who once shared everything with you now feels like a stranger in his own home. He's there physically, but emotionally, he's already somewhere else. When he says, "I feel alone even when you're here," that's the moment your heart breaks completely, because you're right there, next to him, but the closeness you thought was enough no longer reaches him. His loneliness isn't about distance, it's about disconnection. Then, "I don't know how to make you happy anymore." You hear the exhaustion in his voice, the sadness of someone who has tried, again and again, and failed to bring back what once made you both smile. He's not blaming you, he's admitting defeat. He'll whisper, "I miss how you used to look at me." And that one sentence will take you back to the time when your eyes met and everything felt right. You didn't need words then, just a look, and he felt loved. But now that look is gone, and so is the warmth that came with it. "I don't like what we've become." That line feels like a mirror shattering. You realize he's not rejecting you, he's mourning the version of both of you that no longer exists. Then he wonders aloud, "Are we just together out of habit?" And though you want to say no, deep down, you can't. Because somewhere along the way, the fire turned into routine, and the routine turned into silence. He admits, "I don't feel excited to see you anymore." The honesty hurts, but it's real. He's not saying it to be cruel. He's saying it because he doesn't recognize his own feelings anymore. When he tells you, "I feel like you don't need me anymore," it's not pride, it's pain. Because a man doesn't want to feel replaced. He wants to feel wanted. And when that feeling disappears, so does his sense of belonging. I'd rather be alone for a while. That's not always a goodbye. It's a cry for space. He needs to breathe again, to remember who he was before the silence took over. Then, "I don't want to talk about it anymore." It's not stubbornness. It's exhaustion. The same conversation, the same wounds, opened too many times. He no longer believes words can fix what's already broken. He'll say, "I don't care if you get mad anymore." And that's when you know he's detached. When your anger no longer shakes him, your tears no longer reach him, that's when his heart has truly gone quiet. "I'm here, but I don't know why anymore." That sentence feels like the end. Because love should be a choice, not an obligation. And yet, here he is, staying, not out of desire, but out of habit. He'll confess, "I don't feel heard anymore." Maybe he's right. Maybe somewhere along the way, both of you stopped listening. You were too busy surviving and forgot to really see each other. When he says, "I don't see myself in this future anymore," it's not a threat. It's acceptance. He's already picturing a life where he doesn't have to pretend to be fine. And when he admits, "I struggle to remember why we started," it's because the memories are now buried under years of distance and disappointment. "I'm just here out of obligation." Those words carry the weight of someone who stayed long after his heart left. He's doing what he thinks is right, but it's no longer love, it's duty. He'll sigh, "I don't have the strength to argue anymore." He's not choosing peace, he's choosing silence, because silence hurts less than another fight. Then comes the truth he can't hide anymore. "I don't want to pretend." He's tired of smiling for the world, tired of pretending everything's okay when it's not. He'll confess, "I've given everything I had." That's not selfishness, it's emptiness. He has nothing left to give because somewhere along the line, he gave it all and never felt it come back. And when he says, "I don't know if I still love you the same," it's not cruelty, it's honesty. He's unsure. He wants to love you like before, but the feelings don't respond the same way anymore. Then one night, you hear him whisper, "Sometimes I think about what my life would be like without this." And for the first time, you realize he's not afraid of losing you anymore. He's afraid of losing himself if he stays. And finally, the quietest, most painful words of all. "I don't know how we got here." No blame, no anger, just sadness. Because two people who once promised forever have become two souls living side by side, but worlds apart. Sometimes, it's not the shouting that ends a relationship. It's the silence. It's the slow fading of love, the unspoken distance that grows every day. And by the time you notice it, it's already too late. So if you ever hear these phrases, not all at once, but one by one, don't just listen to the words. Listen to the pain behind them, because when a man says these things, he's not trying to hurt you. He's telling you he's already hurting inside. And maybe, just maybe, those words are not the end. Maybe they're the beginning of truth, the moment you both stop pretending and start seeing what's been missing for so long, the need to feel loved, seen, and alive again.